It is day 17. I got bitten to death yesterday on the way in by mosquitoes. I got two bites on my face and one on my neck. Lovely. Yeah, well, you can see it there. No, you won't film it. It's too dark. It barely can film me. Look. Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Full of enthusiasm. 6 o'clock in the morning. It's about, I don't know, 16 degrees. We've got a 20k walk, 22k walk. But the first 16k has nothing, no bars, nothing. And so we're leaving without breakfast. Big tears there. So we're going to see whether Suzanne can survive without breakfast for 16k. 16k is about, I don't know, let's say at worst first 4 hours walking, probably more likely 3 and a bit, but we'll see. Anyway, there you go. Sorry you can't see me, but there you go. Anyway. Just wanted to show you my newly cleaned shoes, because we cleaned them in the hotel. They had a machine for polishing shoes, so we polished our shoes. So I'll show you my polished shoes before we go onto that white dusty path up ahead, and they disappear under a layer of chalk dust. And this is the morning, by the way. What is it, 7 o'clock or something?
Yeah.
7 o'clock. Oh, right, that's what I wanted to mention. Mosquitoes. Little beep, 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 beep. You know, I've been treated like an all-you-can-eat bloody buffet. The little just won't leave me alone. Yeah, and they're biting me on my face. I mean, come on my face. It's bad enough on my hands, but on my face. I mean, it's not a good face, but it's the only face I got. And they're biting me on the face. You know, look, I don't know if you can see it, that one there. And then there's that one there. And then there's that one there. And I've got a couple up there. And I got one there. And I got one on top of my head, on the back of my neck. Suzanne says it's because it's the only exposed piece of meat. Thanks. But yeah, the little... Yes, anyway. Just a rant about the buffet. The buffet, yeah, me, the buffet. Not been putting on Strel oil thing, so maybe, you know, maybe my fault. But I'm not sure whether it's working or not. I may switch to DEET. I'm not keen. I'm used to use DEET before, and DEET does work. Let's be straight about this. DEET does work. DEET doesn't like synthetics, and most of the technical clothing you wear are synthetic because they dry quickly. So you're not talking about cottons and things like that. You're talking about synthetic clothing. So DEET has a tendency to melt plastics. So, yeah. But anyway, yes, DEET does work. Mozzies don't like DEET. So maybe that's the solution. Anyway, all you can eat buffet. Come and eat me. No. Stray sunflowers, look. See, find my morning sunflowers. There's stray ones, wild sunflowers. And Suzanne's one. Back to the setting goal thing we were just discussing again. Reasons why people don't set goals. Seems to be fear, yeah? Fear of getting it wrong. Fear of setting the wrong goal. It's kind of pathological. Yeah. Fear of setting the wrong goal, fear of, you know, investing a huge amount of time and effort into something that then, you know, doesn't end up being the thing that you're going to do. But it's a mistake, because you'll find in your life you tend to invest a huge amount of time and effort into things that eventually you give up. And that's how life is, you know, you do things and then you stop doing things. But those things have changed you. They have sort of, I don't know, added to your quality of life, your existence. They've changed who you are. They've done something. So I wouldn't worry about particularly getting it wrong. Yeah, I know there's a propensity, but just step beyond it and go, I need to choose something. You need to choose. You know, it's like choosing something in a restaurant. You got to choose your dinner. Choose what you're going to eat, yeah? And if it's not great, then it's not great. Okay, then choose something else. You know, no one says you have to stick with a choice. So long as you're moving and, you know, investing an amount of effort into that choice and you're not obviously bailing at the first problem, then it will enhance your life, it will add something. Give it a go. In case you hadn't worked it out, yes, it's a Roman road. Obviously the surface isn't, but it's an original Roman road. Resurfaced with this stuff. But yeah, hence how straight it is. It's kind of lovely though. Just look over there. Sorry for flapping the camera around so much. I'm walking. Got bitten. Another bite. I've discovered another bite. They take time to come up, so obviously not probably this morning. But yeah, what am I? Bloody unicorn, look. By the way, good cure for mosquito bites, and it stops them itching and everything. Yeah, I don't know whether I've said this, is alcohol, surgical spirit. Available all over Spain in ordinary shops. Bit of a cotton wool, alcohol, rub it in, yeah. It rubs off the scab and then gets inside and kind of disinfects the inside, which then stops it from itching. It stings a little bit, but not a lot. And they go down quite quickly and they heal quickly. So yeah, just alcohol, and it's cheap. You don't have to buy something special cream or anything like that, but alcohol will do. Or you can rub in antiseptic ointment. That'll do it too. Anything that basically gets rid of infections, because the bump is the mosquito has put its disgusting nose into your skin and infected you. So yeah, you want something to clear out that. There you go. Anyway, well, it's 10 minutes to 9 in the morning and we're still here. We've got about 6k until our next stop, and then I think 5 or 6k after that till we arrive. So we're being nice and early today. We've got a few things to do as well. So yeah, we're still here, walking along. Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it? Look at their little faces. And yes, we're still walking on this very straight road. It's a bit undulaty, a bit hilly, but, well, hilly, undulaty, but still straight as a die. Okay, this doesn't concern the car, this concerns this bar. I just filmed a bar we were at, yeah, which is about 100 yards up the road from that one. The last time we came here 4 years ago, the bar I just showed you with their nice vehicle outside, it was the bar that everyone stopped at, because it was the first one. People tend to stop at the first ones. And now it's no longer the first one. The one we were just at is the first one. Its trade is now zero. Yeah, position on the Camino is everything. That business has been killed because a bar's opened up not even 100 yards ahead of it. And because there's a bend and you can't see around the bend, so you can't see where there's another bar, people tend to just take the first bar, and the first bar charges more than that bar. So there you go. Camino business cutthroat. Look at that. By himself. Stand tall. Smile. My favourite. This trans thing has become the topic of the day. And Suzanne reminded me of something really, really significant. When I was a young man, and this is for many men, I wanted to have a vasectomy. You know, NHS, please can I have a vasectomy? No. You're too young. You might change your name, your mind. It's unethical for us to do what is effectively a permanent procedure on someone who may change their mind and want children. Well, I've never wanted children, and I am 53 and I still don't want children. So I never changed my mind. And it was considered unethical to do that to someone who was in their 20s when I asked. It was basically unethical. And now we will give hormone treatments to children to arrest their physical development or their puberty or whatever it is, which is permanent. We're going to do that to children. How did that suddenly become ethical when they wouldn't even do a vasectomy, which is mostly, I think they're mostly reversible, which is reversible, yes. Those are cyclists going down the road, by the way, because they're sensible, not going down this shit path. And there's another cyclist ahead on this path, struggling. Bizarre, because we're going downhill. So yes, it was considered unethical to do these things, and now suddenly ethics have changed. It's now an ethical thing to do to allow children to begin a transition. I just want to know how that works. I mean, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I have no opinion in these matters, but the discussion is interesting. How things are changing, and are they changing for the better? It's I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know where it's going to go, but it is interesting.